Hey guys, welcome to another episode of This Is I Snipe. This time I'm going to be playing the well-known Seine Crossing 64-player version, the Conquest Large version, and I'm going to be using the M98B because it's a really reliable weapon. It does a lot of damage. This is an infantry map. Chances are that you will always find or will find quite often enemies that are low on health. So since one shot to this to the torso with this weapon actually takes 90 or to 95% of health, chances are that you're gonna get a lot of kills even though you're not head shooting the enemy. Even though I'm using the 4x scope, because even though this is a long range map on some parts, especially if we look down at the map and see that across the river, and there are some lanes here that you can actually snipe from almost across the entire map. And then I'm gonna be using the straight pull bolt because it's the best choice here for an infantry map where you're gonna be playing on a more aggressive, I would say aggressive and sabotaging, harassing gameplay. The MP Rex obviously is the best choice because it's capable of one-shot kills with a high rate of fire. The MAV, it's that portable reconnaissance advantage that you cannot afford to waste. Squad cover, so that you don't get much suppression, thus you are more accurate with your shots, and obviously the spawn beacon. Okay, moving on to the gameplay, I actually did an accidental win here. Nailed it! 2 kills with 1 shot. That was totally unintentional. Anyway guys, I'm on the US side here. Russian side, sorry, I'm on the Russian side, and I'm trying to capture Charlie. So basically our team has Bravo, and they are trying to capture Alpha. Now at this point in time, if you guys notice, I'm trying to take Charlie by myself because my teammates are really into capturing Alpha and Bravo, and I was still trying to figure out what was their intention, what was their goal here, because usually when you capture and only hold the 2 flags closest to the enemy spawn, you either trying to create a distraction or you're just plain stupid. I'm sorry, because there's no other way to put it. This is why you're gonna keep getting hammered from basically everywhere else. I mean, they're uncapped, okay, they cannot capture it, they cannot position themselves in a way that they can be comfortable defending these 2 flags, and they'll get killed from Charlie and potentially from Echo and Delta. So that's a really bad idea, unless again they're trying to create a diversion to bring their attention away from these 2 or 3 flags, so that then our team could spawn and recapture them. That's a good idea. But I actually realized that my teammates they want to keep Alpha and Bravo. And I was like, whoa, this is completely nuts. I'm gonna do one last try at capturing Charlie, because this way we can give better backup to Bravo and Alpha in case something happens, and we can also choke point, bottleneck Delta and Echo, specifically Echo, because we can attack it from Charlie and from our uncap. Okay, and once we have our uncap, Echo and Charlie, we create a line here that it's really easy to attack Delta. But meanwhile, I was still, again, as I was saying, trying to figure out what my team wanted to do, and eventually they recaptured Alpha and Bravo, but we took back our main flag. So it turns out it was actually a distraction. But if you see the ticket count, we're getting raped big time. My goal here, while I was trying to get past enemy lines, was to place a spawn beacon concealed and hidden behind enemy lines, just trying to create a little bit of a distraction. But I mean, I knew that we didn't stand a chance. With only 40 tickets left and the ticket bleed against us, we weren't going anywhere. Anyway guys, this place here that I'm going to, it's a really good place to place your spawn beacon. Why? Because the enemy team will never go there and look for it. They'll just pass right through it, like this. Okay, no one will ever go there. It happens all the time. I use it all the time. It's perfect for harassing. Now, changing sides a bit, we obviously lost that one, but point taken. Only use your spawn beacon for harassing. Use your spawn beacon to give you a second chance while attacking a flag. Sorry, use the MAV to scout ahead where you're going. and only capture the flags closest to the enemy spawn if you're trying to create a diversion in order to take back your main flags. Alright, now again, moving sides. I sneaked, I'm already on Delta, but I sneaked all the way to the water here, placed a spawn beacon right here next to the enemy base right here, and that basically granted me the opportunity to keep harassing Delta, which is one of the most, if not, no, I think it's the second most important flag in the map. The most important flag is Charlie, because on either side, if you hold Charlie and if you hold your main flags either on the US or Russian side, you're gonna have a huge advantage. It's really hard to barricade this blockade here. It's simply, it's really hard. But anyway, Delta flag is also a really important flag. Why? Because this flag means that you're gonna control the buildings on this entire section here. And these buildings, including this one, gives you direct access and view to Alpha and Bravo. You can lay down suppressive fire and supportive fire as a recon and completely pin down the enemy team, not giving them any chance to actually move away from that position. So again, Delta flag, Delta flag is really one of the most important flags. And again, I kept on dying, no sweat. I have my spawn beacon hidden here. But then there's a glitch that you guys must know. Whenever you are spawning as a recon, wait a couple of seconds, make sure that the spawn beacon on which you spawned gets automatically destroyed. If it's still there, don't pull your spawn beacon from the inventory, because it will magically go away. And a few seconds later, the spawn beacon on which you spawned is gonna explode, and you will end up without any spawn beacon at all. Okay, which was actually what happened. I'm without spawn beacon. If I get killed, that's GG. I have to try and do it all over again, which was actually what happened. But meanwhile, I managed to sneak through again and place the spawn beacon in the exact same place, because they didn't notice that, and I'm actually harassing Delta. And why am I harassing Delta? Isn't Charlie the most important flag? Wasn't I supposed to be on Charlie, helping my teammates push the front lines in order to capture Charlie? Well, what good is that for if Charlie is being covered from this entire zone here? It's impossible. I mean, one guy is not gonna make the difference on that type of situation. Instead, I chose to keep harassing Delta flag and harassing this building. And I could have used my weapon, sure, but what for? The knife is perfect because no one knows that I'm even there. They're too focused laying that suppressive and supportive fire that I was talking about, and they're not paying attention to what's happening around them. So I take the advantage of that and just sneak through and start killing them one by one. This way, you may think that this is like selfish gameplay and that I'm not helping my team at all, but think about this, guys, and this is really important. The more pressure you put on Delta, the more uncomfortable the enemy team is, and the more they need to actually defend it, the less pressure and the tension they'll put towards Charlie, Bravo and Alpha. Okay, they're focused on me. They know that it's not safe. The flag is constantly blinking. Someone is constantly capturing it. These buildings are never safe. Someone is always there knifing, killing them. I mean, what a pain in the ass. We gotta get rid of that guy. So what happens? Sometimes one full squad or more than one full squad is gonna be looking for you in that place. And that's at least 4 guys that are not looking towards the choke point. Okay? So that's why this is harassing gameplay. I know that Delta flag will never be mine. I don't want it to be mine. It's too close to the enemy end cap and too close to the other flags. No way we're ever gonna keep that flag. If we capture it, there's no way we're ever gonna keep that flag for long. Okay? So again, harassing gameplay. See a specific part on the map. In this map specifically, it's Delta, where you can really make it harder for the enemies and make sure that you diverge their attention from the front lines. So that's basically it, guys. Be sneaky, but be aggressive at the same time. Thanks for watching and take care.